And I believe we're live. Okay, here, let me just get the link out, and then we're finally going to finish up this game. It's been far too long, and after we're done with Deathmark, we'll be moving on to other games, but we can't move on until we see the true ending of the game. So let me send out the link, and then we can get started. Okay, let's see here. Copy link. Got it. Okay. Let me get back to Twitter. Just scroll down. Twitter, there you are. And of course, the chat pulled up. I don't think I have anybody in right now. I'll be ready for when it begins. People start coming in. Okay. Let's see here. We're live. Come watch me play Deathmark. To play the end of Deathmark. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Alright, now let's get this put into the Discord servers. Okay. Alrighty. Put that in there. And let's see here. Alrighty, I think that will do it. Alright, let me see if anybody's in the chat. Let's open this up. Because we got one watching. Hello, person. How are you doing? Let's, hey guys. If you're around, drop something here in the chat. Alrighty. We'll wait for maybe, we can do just one person today, and then people can watch this video later. But if we do get a few other people, then that'll be fine. Let me see here. Okay, let's see. Let's check the chat one more time. Since we got one person watching, just I would like to, if I know who the person is, I can, talk to him or her in a little more better of a way. Now, let's see. Okay, looks like somebody is jumping in rather soon. And hey, let me know, the one person that's watching, if you can hear me, let me know. Because I need to make sure that my thing is working. Still waiting, but that's fine. And as always, to make up for these big openings while I'm waiting for people to come in, when you look at the description later on, you'll find the time mark for when, when I begin the game, so that, if you guys click on this, you don't have to sit through me just sitting around and such. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. And just so people don't, to catch up a little bit, we'll be doing the confrontation with Mary. So, I'm going to see where that leads us in this ending, because last time I screwed up. So, did not get the good ending. Got the one where we died. Excuse me. My goodness. Okay. Yeah. Be sure to plug this in so that was the chat. Battery's about to die on the phone I'm using. 1 second. Okay. Hello, Katie Cool. Hey, can you hear me? Just need to make sure that audio is working. Okay, cool. Should I turn the volume up or turn it down on my headset? All good. Okay. Then all right. So let's begin. So last time that we were playing, it was a long time ago, but what I ended up having to do, because if you get all the characters alive to the end, you get the true ending. But out of all the characters, I only had one die, but even having one character die is enough for you to get the bad ending. But I have saved all the characters on this playthrough, so we're about to have their final confrontation, which will lead to the true ending. We're going to see how that goes. So, let us begin. And as you know, Mary is actually the source of this entire curse and such. So we're going to be confronting her. And what ended up happening in the band ending was that Mary kills your character at the end, even though you think you trap her. So we're going to see what the ending is, what's different with the ending this time around. And I believe the way that we begin this is we have to talk to her. And as you know, she pulled a bit of a trick, because we thought that she died, but no, she has been brought back. And of course, as we all know, Mary is tier waifu until you realize that she isn't, because she's old. So, we meet again. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense love for blood. You came back to life rather quickly. You gave me nearly a whole day. More than enough time. I admit that rabbit's attack surprised me, but unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable. When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, brought sight of a rabbit there, they might have suspected Mary's true nature. That rabbit, a great love for you pushed into recklessness. What was that rabbit really? Determine that yourself. Who are you? Know that, and the answer will come. Though it is impossible, so long as you bear the mark I gave you. Mary gave me the mark. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained that is a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I had your cooperation with achieving that. Cooperate? That's ridiculous. Oh, have you not realized it yet? You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. I savored the taste of that fear and despair. Most delicious. You had all of us help out? Just to terrify the mark bearers even more? Clearly, I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups. Do not contact outsiders. All my instructions were to drive you to a state of emergency. And not once did you doubt me. I bet she's telling me all this because she wants me to clarify the hopeless situation I find myself in. I'm frozen in place. I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that? Indeed. One Lady Christie believed the divine wrath was the cause of the mark. I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful. I just had to come along with you. So you lied. Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything? I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there. 50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Cujo band. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. But it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits. The H. elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide. They all happened 5 years ago. I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power. It must be the canon soldier in Tsukawa. Tsukawa believed it was a divine oracle from the soldier, when it really had been Mary. She did the great Asura said. She did as the great Asura said and transformed himself into Mizu. This is one sadistic doll. It's like her whole point of existence is, yeah, I like to troll people with their lives. Once my strength returned, I began. My gosh, I can't read. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a pattern. The mark. And if you guys remember, she had a mark on the photo that was taken of Mary when they were still building her. I know you've been toying with us, but, well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way? Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now. Are you scared of me, Lord LeBlanc? What should I say? What should I say? What do you think? Are you scared of Mary? No? Or should we just not satisfy her with an answer? Silent. Okay, let's go silent. Okay, she didn't fall for it. So you are terrified to the extent it steals your speech. Uh-oh. This is where she gets freaky. Her porcelain face cracks. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark. Sincerely, as sweet as honey. You savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces. But I waited. I'm not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. But I can not take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. Ow! Oh shit! The mark is dyed deep crimson. Sunrise. A few minutes left until it is in. Okay, this part's going to be interesting because I don't remember how I went about this. But the good news is that no matter how I go through it, it should, if I'm able to figure it out somehow, I still should be able to get to the correct ending. My thoughts blur together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen too many things. Is that to me now? Lord LeBlanc, wait for me. I'll kill. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. At this rate, Rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away. Check within the red in my room. And that would be the one talking is the protagonist's sister. I think that she's a spirit or something. Okay, something whispers in my ear, so we have to go to her room. That's right. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka. She said it was someone who loved me. Live or die. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? Saya's room. Saya Kujo. I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Safe! Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in the room. Is something there? But where should I look? Okay, I'm assuming it's the blood stain. Yep. Floor. Safe. Saya Kujo's bloodstain is still on the floor. It's obviously dried by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there last time I was here. Picking it up, I discovered that it's a small object. Inside is a hard than object. I move over to the moonlight to see better. It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the Nenji Butsu? Yeah, got it. I'm so sorry I butchered that. It can't be. Is this the Nenji Butsu? It seems to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity. It hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all my memories of the Nenji Butsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to steal Mary's power. He put the Nenji Butsu inside her to seal her. Then, about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. The Nenji Butsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up, sealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left the Nenji Butsu an uncontaminated H shrine. It would take time to exorcise all the impurity. It's already July. The summer purification run is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch then instead of the master key. Then the Nenji Butsu was taken away from H shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find her. So I had no choice but to steal it away. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. But she can sense the presence of market bearers. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Bring it. Oh no, that's, I'm sorry, that's, Sayata. Bring it to where I met my enemy. The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't the voice owner... If this isn't where the voice owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I'll make a beeline to Mary's sofa and spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time the spirit was closing in. If Sai was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Sensing something, I looked down at my hand. The Nenjibutsu's impurities are. Is this what you've been telling me, Sai? I speak to the departed woman who guided me as I struggled without memories. But the Nenjibutsu, the source of the doll's curse, press it to the black mark. The black mark is on Mary's arm, her right arm, I believe. Then, the whisper stopped. The floorboards creak ominously. I raised my head to the staircase, rising into the darkness before me. Yeah, nope, oh god, nope. Dark figure stands in line. I found you! Nope. The mark scorches me. My head goes blank. No, God, no. Ugh. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. Lord LeBlanc. Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's trying to kill me. Huh? I squeeze the Nenjibutsu in the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenjibutsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the Nenjibutsu? Where should I stick the right arm? I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenjibutsu on Mary's right arm. She's hiding it. I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Marks bloom on Mary, one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curse of those she's killed. Oh, I just saw your comment, Katie. Yeah, her design is cool. There's a lot of cool ghosts and spirits in this game and series. And in fact, there's actually a sequel to this that I'll get to at some point. I just won't do it yet because I want other games. I want to play a few other games first. And plus, I just don't have the money to buy the sequel right now. But I will be getting to the sequel at some point. It's not directly related to this, but it takes place in the same universe. And I've looked at the artwork, and they do have kind of like the same aesthetic and stuff. And anyways, Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly looked down at my right arm. The mark is gone! I did it? I finally did it! I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm being relieved for now. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well, because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly, like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way up to it, it stops. Almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right. This grandfather clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Cujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right. Inside this clock. I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button.
聞こえているだろうか。九条正宗だ。
This on? This is Masamune Kujo. It's a man's voice. A voice I know all too well. It's my voice. I decided to leave this record behind in case it happened. That doll made us files of documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listened, I had to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became Cujo family head. My sister, Saya, and I found the doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly was. If only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting, so I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I'm all sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. And then Jibutsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed blood. I realized it was almost limited. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the power of the doll. That was the worst thing. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the ninjutsu from the doll, temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area, and then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll is unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to the ninjutsu. I can't guarantee anything. may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the ninjutsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. It was kind of needed. Oops. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. Okay, I think it's back up. Yep, it's back up. Heck. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so it looks like it's okay now, so we're going to go ahead and pop through this. Let me ask you, Katie, since you're here. What do you think after all the events that just happened? Would you be willing to forgive yourself, knowing that that the only way you could go about it would get that might endanger people, or do you think that it would have to be done? What do you? Necessary evil, or should you probably have gone about it a different way? Because at least in this playthrough, none of the characters died. I got them all through to the end, but there were a couple people in the very beginning of the game that are scripted in that have to die. Necessary evil. Okay, it had to be done. It had to be done. I'm Salem LeBlanc, but I'm also Masamune Kujo. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kujo family are forever linked to that cursed doll. And sorry about that, technical difficulty. I don't know what that was all about. That had never happened to me before. End of Chapter 5, The Cannon Soldier. Alright, now let's see what the ending has got for us. Now that this is the correct ending. 2 months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer's almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in place of honor was also one of the tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie to keep quiet about the statues. So, with her guidance, and Yasuoka, Damon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to H Shrine. By now, my memory is completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. I don't think my decision as Masamune Kujo was wrong, but at times there's a powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the victims of the mark, and Asai in particular, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kujo family. About the memories I've regained. I became the Cujo family head 7 years ago. I'll admit, I was a bit of a recluse. I left the public appearances to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck, or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says a spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Cujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Yeah, remember, none of the heads of the Cujo family last very long. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's lives. Fates. Don't know why I said lives. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. And just remember, all the mark bearers are alive. Last time one died. I'll get to who it was when we get to him. Moe Watanabe became a part-time writer of her favorite magazine, Oop Arts Monthly. She sometimes comes to the Cujo mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests. Satoru Mashida bought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Alright, and this is Shao. This is the guy that unfortunately died in my last playthrough. But I've saved him this time around. Shao Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants, as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined the neighborhood's baseball team. Christy Aramura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Suzu Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. Oh yeah, I still hate her mother. Her mother divorced her father to become a nun and just completely threw her and her father under the bus. Just to pursue, after she was married, just hate her mother. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says they sometimes have meals together. Aida Nakamatsu had gone back to surfing the BBS every day, as usual. But what's new is he's been stopping by the city employment center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck, though. Here's my favorite girl. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens. Alone, at my age. Tokawa Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to my mansion. I wish she would stop. Madoka Hiro spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Damon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial. Banshee Ido has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scents. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. Now then. Ooh, okay. Let's see what happens. I finish my break and return to the work in the center of the room, and in the corner of the room. Over the past 2 months, Harry has managed to... Oh, no way. Now, she returned in the last one, but she kills you. Okay. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightened. The Nenjibutsu alone won't be enough to continue stealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today it finally finished. Once everything is complete, I replace the Nenjibutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in a wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now. But there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenjibutsu wears out decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary. Earned the trophy, the good ending. Death mark. End. All right. Well, maybe Mary appears in the next game. Who knows? But let's see if there's anything at the end of the excuse me, at the end of the credits here. I really like this game. I really enjoy Japanese visual novels. They're probably one of my favorites types of games to play. It's just I don't play them very much because they're sometimes hard to get a hold of, and sometimes they can be a little bit of money, and I can't just pull out my wallet every single time that I want a game. But in terms of like the story and everything, like it is very Japanese in terms of like how spirits are created, because in Japanese folklore, spirits are typically made with from the emotions of people and such. They're not necessarily a continuation of a person in the afterlife, like they are in the West. But you do have some hints of some Western stuff. Obviously, Mary is dressed as a Western doll, so who knows if Perhaps there is there is some hints of Western, like ghost tales and such sprinkled here and there. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. Hold your breath. Oh, here we go. Ooh, what's gonna happen? And now, a lot of time has passed. The muted chirping of insects gently drift along a breeze that enters the mountain. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. It's nearly autumn after all. Ha! What a good time to finish this game. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Rain again, huh? I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger is speaking. I stare at the leaden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out the corner of my eye the stack of books piled on the desk. Some were very difficult to get my hands on. But I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them, and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing's sleeping in the wooden box. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. There's a sudden knock at the door. That hollow sound doesn't bring back good memories. I'm wondering who it is. It used to signal the arrival of new mark bearers to the mansion. But that's in the past now. Oh god, does somebody have a mark? I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is...
Konnichiwa.
Hiya! Moe Watanabe. Is now a good time, mister? Oh, if it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone. Yeah, it's fine. Moe flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less familiar. With a start, I realize that Moe isn't the only visitor. It's been a while. Oh, are all of them back? I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa? This is rare. Why are you here? It'd been a while since we'd met up, so we'd talk about what happened. And obviously, this topic came to you. So I told him that I visit you a lot and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? I was just getting bored. Of course I don't mind. I was just getting bored. Yeah? I figured as much. You seem the type with time on your hands. Oof. Was that a jab at me? I haven't seen them both together since the mark. I always come by sometimes for interviews and like for an occult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Yoshida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten a chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we haven't taken much of a break, huh? I glance over to see Moe staring at me. What is it? It's just I'm working hard at my job, too. You don't have anything to say? It's only natural to work hard, don't catch a cold. Oh, I know you are. Okay, Katie, how should I respond to that? How would you respond to that? Someone's like, "Oh, I'm working hard too." It's like, yeah, you are, but, like, I'm always a good person. She's not a bad person. So it's like, how do you respond to that? Okay, I'll give you a few more I'll give you guys a few more seconds, and if somebody wants to pick the response, I'll go ahead and pick it. But if I don't see anything soon, I'm just gonna go ahead and be playing. Okay. I haven't seen any response, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna say it's only natural to work hard. Nah, I'm gonna go like, I know you are. You know, good going. Trust me, I know you are. You've barreled your way in here several times already. Doesn't sound very encouraging. Well, what did you want me to say? But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. His first is in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish? My parents were lawyers, so I was thinking of entering the judicial profession, but was thinking. Huh. Has he changed his mind since then? Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic. So you like dinosaurs too? Oh my gosh. Oh boy, that hurt. Tsukasa's glare is full of contempt. Not Jurassic. Judicial, as in working and dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Moe? I've never been at a loss of words before. To be honest, now I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kind of surprised. What do you think Tsukasa asked me for advice? That incident I was wrapped up in started. Now I know there's so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate them. But my parents, I feel that it would be difficult to tell them. Ah, I see. That's what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience. But what do you think I should do? I would say tell them now, because, like, if you're gonna go into, like, a science, then that would definitely, that can pay really well, and that's a good career. There's no reason for them to be upset by you wanting to go into a hard field like that. It's difficult to say. If he's given the idea a serious thought, then it'd be better for him to tell his parents. Parents only want their kids to be happy. They'll support him if that's what he wants. So that's what I'll tell him. I see. I hope my parents think the same way as you. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. I have no idea if my advice really helped them, but Tsukasa bowed to me. Great! You good now? Your future's bright, unlike this old guy here, so don't worry so much. Oh, wow! I must have upset her. That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright... They both look at me. Nope, can't picture it. But that's what makes him approachable. So he's good to vent to, at least. But there definitely are things only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee. That's not really what they're talking about. I mean, There's that doll. Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. It's true to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when... More knocks, eh? There's another knock at the door. And I'm kind of surprised at the length of this. I didn't know that having the quote-unquote true ending was going to prolong the game this much. I mean, wow. Okay, thank you. Yes? Who is it? Moe calls out playfully, like she lives here, and skips over to answer the door. Was it Mashida? I'm coming in. The brusque voice belongs to... Oh, brusque voice. Oh, God. That brusque voice belongs to... Yep, Mashida. The ex-detective, Satoru Mashida. Hey, what's all this? When did you start dating? Huh? Mr. Mashida, why are you here? Did you come to see us? Always clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows forward. I'm in here for your help back up. Still, I'm surprised. I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Mashida gives an annoyed shake of his head. I'm not the one asking why you're here. Damn, going in circles just now. Don't lie. I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. You've got everyone from the Hanahiko case back together again. This is totally destiny. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Everyone, huh? In that case, one being is missing. Oh, Hanahiko? Oh no, Mary! As he mutters, he glances at a spot in the room. It would be best to change subjects. So why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question, like usual. LeBlanc, you told me the fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Does he mean Tawako Yasuoka? Yeah, I might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashida? Moe butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow! I guess you'd be in pretty good company with that. Pretty good... gosh, I can't read. Oh, you get an interesting job. Bring me along with you. Even Mashida can only blink at her innocence. And that's exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Mashida's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by sharing his info with Yasuoka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? What detective hates too many requests? Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. The one I just got is the worst. Did he just hesitate? Mashida? It's your fault that this happened. So, LeBlanc. Yes? I'm going to have you help me. Oh! We got a whole nother section to the game, I guess. Wow, okay. Wow. Wow, we was not expecting this. Help you. Wait a minute. What are we talking about here? Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with the detective job. Wow! I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. Now, if you were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got. Oh, did the mark come back? We all hold our breaths as we stare at Mashita. Exactly. Oh, a spirit might be in. Oh man, I was hoping the mark. It came back. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from that old fortune teller. Dang, there's a whole nother chunk of this game to play. Wow. Was not expecting this whatsoever. Wow, a whole nother. Wow. Chapter 6, Little Red Riding Hood. Wow. No, this is totally for real. I swear. I think I saw something real bad on the that Love Hotel street the other day. You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? That rumor about people disappearing after entering the Love Hotel in K-City. On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital, and others jump in front of trains. I'd totally forgot when I was walking around at night last night rain. And there was a girl in a red rain. So I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her... Tell me, are you... She suddenly started whispering. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later I realized that raincoat was probably so soaked with blood. That's all I was told. I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat are rather suspicious. Mashita ignores Tsukasa, looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, LeBlanc. Oh, no. You're coming with me. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time to spare. Okay. Oh, fudge you. It's your fault that the old lady brought this to me. So you need to take responsibility. Come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. Editorial department might have some info on the case like this. And your investigations need an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Miller? Isn't what you in danger life? Last time, those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. The couch. She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen. It can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely it's just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Mashita is right. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point anything concerning it, it's pretty detailed, just a rumor. And one second. So what are you guys thinking? Ready for a red
ready for a haunted Red Riding Hood?
It leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of your experience. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, do we need to act now, yeah? Okay, I'll do it. I hope you'd say that. We better get No, I'm going alone. What? No way! That's not fair! I knew she'd complain, but I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Owen, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything, but if that's how I can help best, that's what I'll do this time. If you find anything out though, tell me, okay?
Some technical difficulties. 1 second. Okay, looks like it's back working. Okay, cool.
Mashida takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade. It's abandoned now. Meet there at 8 tomorrow night. 8 p.m. I have to go at a specific time. The client stepped up and down. The old lady said she'd call and help, so it's probably a scheduling thing. I don't have to handle this alone. Plus, this is Yasuoka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. I'm wondering who the help is going to be. Well then, I need to get to my other cases. Mashida turns on his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he's just as suddenly back. What's wrong? Aren't you leaving? Nothing, just realize it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Mashida calls out to the other two. Hey, you two, I'll drive you back, so I can get in the car. Oh, is that okay? I'll take you up on that. I agree. It's pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going. Rumors. But the I silently ask its absent master a question. The next evening. I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess unconsciously I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth. In and out, be quick. I turn the car key. My mood improved somewhat. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of Red Riding Hood. Other. Alright, let's save. Holy crap, we got a whole nother chapter to go. This is fun. Let's go. Let's go ahead and do new save data. Alright. Saving complete. Okay, 1 second. Let's. No mark bearers choose from. Okay. Check a bag. Let's. Okay, so we got all the characters. Okay, so here's the spirit files. Let's. Okay. Dang. Wow. I was not aware that we were going to be playing this much more. Okay. So we got Red Riding Hood now. Okay. What happens when we click top? May as well head out now. According to Mashida's note, Masquerade is in the center of case. It's not far, but I don't know the area. no harm in leaving a little early. Okay, so we just consult ourselves for that. Okay, let's exit. So the masquerade. And typically I would try to end it here, but if this isn't going to be too much longer, then I'll keep playing. But if it seems like it's going to be like a full-on another chapter, then I might cut the stream for today and then play the last bits later on. Either later on today or a different day this week. If anybody has any like days or suggestions that they would like to see me finish this up on, if I can't finish it today, then let me know in the comments or in the stream, the chat. Rain falling when I left Cujo Mansion has now returned to a drizzle. I parked my car in a lot and walked to the street. The hotel, my destination, stands at the end. So that's it. There's hardly anyone in this neon-lit street, perhaps because of the rain. Didn't that rumor? Red Riding Hood appears when it rains. It's a perfect night to investigate the rumor. The hotel in question doesn't seem to be particularly guarded against intruders either. Anyone could step inside if they wanted. I see. So that's why it's the focal point of the room. People are going in an abandoned hotel on a dare running across suspicious people or squatters. Then their stories get exaggerated, and we get to the rumor that's the basis of this case. I bet someone was in red clothes and it turned into Red Riding Hood. That's probably how it really is. My heart suddenly feels alive. I guess I'm taking this too seriously after all. Now I've gotten rid of one worry though. This time something else starts bugging me. I'm a grown man standing alone in the middle of this road in the red light district. This isn't gonna do anything good for my reputation. I should get out of the rain until it's time to meet. Glance around the area for a place. Oh, is that you, the block? Who's that? Ah, Hiro.
やっぱりそうだ。よ、久しぶりじゃない。
I thought so. Hey, it's been a while. A woman in a lab coat appears. It's Madoka Hiro. Hiro? I heard I had help, but I didn't think it'd be you. What? You don't approve? Take your complaints up with Yasuoka. No complaints here. No, I'm gonna... I'm glad it's you. No, that's not it. To be honest, I'm happy that it's someone I know. Introductions would only waste time, especially in a place like this. Oh, well that's a surprise. I didn't think you were that considerate. My neck tingles from the strength of her judging stare. Oops. I wasn't expecting her to have changed, and she definitely hasn't. Do you still visit the underground shelter? Yes, well, only once in a while. I've been busy with work recently, so I haven't had the time. How are things going on your end? Nothing exciting. I'm taking some time to relax. Wasn't really asking you about you personally. Whatever. I think I have a pretty clear picture now. Hiro glances down at her watch, distractedly. Is something wrong? No, he should be here soon. Oh, wait, there he is. I follow Hiro's gaze to find... Hello. Did I make you wait for me? Dang! You were rounded up for this too? That's not a nice way to put it, but yes, basically. Yasuoka insisted, so I'll be accompanying you today. And don't worry about me. My health has been much better since then. My cough has mostly gone away, too. Oh, really? Seems to be pretty confident about that. He looks as pale as ever. I was gonna say, he doesn't look much better. But it's his body, and he's a doctor. So if he says he's fine, I'll just have to believe him. I met with Hiro recently, but, well, I hope we work well together again. can't say an unscientific investigation gets me very excited, but I owe the old woman, so this is how I'll pay her back. You owe her? Yeah, it's almost impossible to get your hands on old army documents, but she's got a lot of influence, so I had her pull some strings for me. Well, I guess it's not just her. You saved me too, back when all that stuff was going on. It's not like I don't feel indebted to you. I see. Thanks. Can't say I ever expected you to feel that way. In a situation like this, I'm grateful. By the way, is it okay for both of you to walk around in your lab coats? Shouldn't you change? Hey, this is a professional look. During an investigation like this, it's actually better than... Hiru's cell phone rings in her pocket. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I got an email. Let's see here. Hiru checks the screen, her back turned. Hiru seems busy as ever. I'm fairly busy myself. Sorry to drag you all the way out here then. No, don't worry about that. If you're after something, then I want to help you out. After all, you overcame that horrible trial together. To us, you're... a friend? No, something even stronger. Like a comrade in arms. Okay. Sorry for the interruption, but it was an important message. The last person won't make it. I was caught by her manager. She means the idol, Kashiwagi. Sounds like she's keeping busy too. But bringing a popular idol to a place like this sounds like a PR nightmare. So here. Hiro hands me her cell phone. What are you doing? She's still on the line. She wanted to apologize to herself. I don't really need... Quit your grumbling and take the call. Hiro shoves the phone into my hand without letting me get a word in edgewise. Guess I'll have no choice. The voice when the voice when I'm speaking to the phone is surprisingly unique. Hello? Oh, is that you, Mr. LeBlanc? Good morning! It's me, Kashiwagi. I'm so sorry. I regret not being able to help you out for the rest of my life. Her whirlwind of words is the same as always, energetic and full of exaggeration. I'll do my best to convince her not to worry. No, it's fine, really. I doubt anything will even happen. Really? I hope so. Oh no! My cue's coming up. Please come to our next performance for sure, Mr. LeBlanc. Okay, bye! And just like that, the hurricane of a phone call passes by. Change in excitement levels leaves the back. My head spins. She's trying, isn't she? Oh, she's tiring, isn't she? Jeez, old lady thought it'd be a good idea to bring an idol on the case. By the way, LeBlanc, are you close to Kashiwagi? That's an odd question coming from Damien. Yeah, I mean, I have her contact info at least. Did you get me concert tickets? He sent it to the band. That's awesome. Oh, that got me. That got me. I don't know why. Okay, hey, guys in the chat, you guys enjoying this so far? I know I said this was going to be short. I did not expect this to be going on for this much longer. Let me know in the chat if you're enjoying this and if I should cut the cord pretty soon and just do another playthrough sometime. Do another episode of this sometime. Just let me know. Let me know. Anyways. A kid at work's a huge fan of her, but they can never get a ticket. Oh, that explains it. Still, I didn't think she was that popular. No, I bet you he wants it. I can try asking, how many do you need? 3, if possible. I'd like to go as well. It's a rare opportunity. Yep. You're a little old for idols. You have a thing for girls? I'm a connoisseur of music. Idols have nothing to do with it. A subject change right now would be wise.
雑談とは余裕だな。だが
Okay, Katie. Gonna have to go soon, but great stream. Okay, I'll probably once this line of dialogue, not this line, like once this section ends, like this interaction between everybody, I'll probably hang it up, just because I had no clue it was gonna continue for this long. So I'll go ahead and wrap this conversation up, and then we'll have to do another Deathmark stream. Did not think that we were going to be doing that, but I didn't know it was going to be another chapter. I mean, I could have looked into it, but the thing was, I didn't want to spoil anything for myself. I like to, do this I like to do these streams fresh with you guys. Anyways, got a lot of free time to stand around, I see, but playtime's over. Mashida, what are you doing here? This case is a request from a client. Wanted to make sure you showed. Jerk. What, planning on observing us, were you? Ah, my gosh, can't read. Jerk. What, planning on observing us, are you? What if we hadn't shown up? One of you is a no-show, in fact. I heard 4 were coming. Kashiwagi couldn't make it. It seems her manager caught her. That's so. He shrugs, indifferent. Guess he figures it won't make much difference. So you took care of the other cases already? Thought I told you I'm just checking in. While I'm here, I have new info on the hotel to give you. Just then, someone else's cell phone starts ringing shrilly. Oops, this one's from my hospital. Excuse me for a moment. One after another. We decided to take shelter from the rain. Damon has to finish his call, and we may as well hear what info Mashida has for us. Oh, whoops, my bad. I miss characters who smoke. I know that's a bit of a tangent. I miss the visual of characters smoking. We commandeer a dirty smoking area on the corner. Then we start our improvised strategy. God, this rain is irritating. I hate it. Hiru crumbles as she gulps down her drink. Mashida gives her sidelong glance and sighs, exhaling smoke. Then he starts talking. Listen. Whenever the Japanese voice actors talk, I try not to interrupt them. Listen, I don't have time to waste, so I'll make this short. That hotel, Masquerade, closed down about a year ago. It's unclear why, but it probably has to do with the owner going missing. Missing? That sounds like the Red Riding Hood rumors. I mean, it's kind of a standard word in urban legend, but why he went missing is unknown. But something's definitely behind it. He just up and vanished. Hiro pipes up, frowning. Then that just proves this is a normal case. Is there any point in searching the hotel? Mashida taps his cigarette in the ashtray, shaking out the ash. He then continues with the same train of thought. It seems he's going to ignore Hiru's question. A few publications had fun with the story for a while. It's prime gossip. But after a point, it stopped being reported and everyone up and for that. Now, this is just my guess, but this area is crime syndicate turf. They likely apply pressure to keep things quiet. Makes sense for a red light district. At least that's how it seems from the way he's talking. And what starts spreading around at the same time as the missing persons case are. Mashida waves his lit cigarette out towards the street. The rumors of Red Riding Hood. The so-called eyewitness reports and people who actually heard things. Oh, good night, kitty! The
But altogether, it seems Masquerade is the center of all rumors. Yasuoka brought the request to me, and is also of the same opinion. Masquerade simply stands there quietly in the dark street, soaked with rain. Neon lights at its feet almost seem to be staring out at the world. I see. So do you have any other... Oh no! Oh god! No, 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 no. Go away, go away. Huh? When I turn around, someone is standing there. My heart thunders in my chest.
おいヒロ後ろに
Hey, Hiro, behind you.
何よ輪でもいる
Huh? What? Is there a loft? Hiro looks behind puzzled. Nothing's there. Sorry. I think my eyes were playing tricks on me. I make an effort to gloss over it, but there's no way I can believe it was a trick. I'm sure I saw it. Maybe the darkness has strained my eyes, and I saw something that wasn't there, but... Damon's call ends.
はあすまない休暇が出てしまったそうだ
Ooh, sorry. Patient with an emergency. I managed to walk them through procedures, but I need to go soon or... I'm terribly sorry. I'll make up for this later, I promise. Damon runs off into lightly falling rain. Human lives depend on his work. This kind of thing is inevitable. Which means Hiro and I will have to handle the investigation by ourselves tonight.
残ったのは理系バカ一人か。いささか心もとないな。
So the only one left is a science freak. That's concerning.
はああんた今なんて言った
What? What did you just say? And how you treat people helping you out? Paying no mind to Hiro's violent outburst, Mashida calmly looks at his watch. It's time. Enough gossip. The rest of it is in your hands. And with that, he's gone. What? What a jerk! Calm down. He didn't mean anything by it. He's like that to everyone. Try to be soothing, but that stung her pride. There's no way I'll be successful. I can't calm down when someone's just treating me like an idiot. Just you wait. I'm gonna make sure I find a clue, and I'll rub it in his stupid face. Come on, let's go. Alright. And we're back to playing the game, apparently. Was not expecting this. Okay, so let's do Kujo Mansion. Okay, save that. Alright, guys. Let's take one step forward, and then we'll call it quits. Went inside the hotel. What's the inside of this place look like? We step inside and are greeted by chilly air. Is this marble? Our footsteps echo across the exquisite detailed floor. It's kind of fancy for a love hotel, isn't it? Where are we? It's a hotel, so the first floor is probably the lobby. Oh, right, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It's only been a few seconds since we've set into the hotel. Yeah! It's only been a few seconds since we've set foot into the hotel, and yet... Hiru's fiery determination appears to have puttered out. Where did all that energy disappear off to? Are you okay, Hiru? I'm fine. Not like some weird spirit's gonna pop out. This is nothing compared to the underground shelter. But don't you think something's on? Like what? Maybe it's because it's only been a year since this place shut down, but it's less damaged than I thought. I assumed there'd be more graffiti and stuff. You know, now that she mentions it, it's true. This door. It's the emergency staircase. The sign's above the door there. I shine the flashlight around, and while the place is dirty, nothing's really broken. But we were able to come in here off the street without anything getting in our way. So then why? Marshall had mentioned earlier. He said this hotel might be connected to some crime syndicate. Yeah, what about it? Maybe that's why it's still nice in here. Anyone who'd most likely to tag would be... Oh, gotcha. So it's a gang thing then. You think they've made it off limits? On the other hand, maybe people stay away because dangerous things happen here. I should probably not mention that possibility to her. That helps us though. Everything should be mostly intact. So what's the plan? Should we just do a thorough search on each floor for now? We don't have any particularly useful info. We'll just have to search every nook and cranny like Hiro suggested. There's nothing else we can do. Uh-oh. Dogs are barking. Okay, let's get to it then. Well, it's easy to get out of here. So that's good at least. Yeah, if we're in danger, we'll halt the investigation and withdraw. Okay, and with that, we'll search this room, and then we'll exit out. Here, let's... Okay. Search. That is a display case holding various products. The painting is clearly out of place among them. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman wearing a wedding gown. Anything else? Yes. There are pictures of the guest rooms on the wall. It's an object with a metal cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. Okay, so we'll cut it here. I'll save it. And we've got more Deathmark to play. Okay, don't know when the next stream will be, but we'll go ahead and we'll pick up pretty soon so that we can get Deathmark out of the way and move on to the next game. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and it was great to return to this and talk to a few people about it. So I will make a tweet when I move on to the next stream. And until then, take it easy, have fun, and make sure that you are staying safe during these crazy times. Okay, we'll talk to you later.